What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy. My last video, I kind of showed you my custom Lego plow that I added to my custom tractor with the narrow tires on the front. I was happy with this design, and I really love this design tractor, but there's some other ones out there that I wanted to attempt to make. And after a little trial and error in a few hours, I came up with another design. So let's take a look. This one, unlike the first one here, has a couple things different with it. First one, we'll just do a side by side here and zoom in. So yeah, it's a little smaller. It's an older tractor in reality. I mean, that's just the design of it. Our steering column goes all the way across the front and then down to the front tires rather than through the actual engine under the hood type stuff on this one. The other features, no fenders on it, as opposed to the fender, a lot more safer tractor by far. The one thing I didn't add, and I kind of had to sacrifice it, was lift arms. This one has the plow that I just made that you can lift and lower. This one, I didn't add it, but I did add a PTO shaft to at least have something to where it just wasn't the standard Lego, official Lego build coupler hitch. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less on just about every single official Lego tractor. I have every Lego tractor ever made officially by Lego, so it's like, man, we just need some more stuff for the back end of these tractors. These lift arms, that was a huge bonus. Okay, so what are the features on this? Let's get a closer look. So yeah, that's a black hand piece, an arm, that I'm using just for my throttle. You can see our levers here. So we've got one on that side, one on the other side, one for the PTO, one for the brake. The seat, the seat does go up and down, kind of just floating there and on a kind of a spring. So I kind of wanted to do that. Really wish I had a different color steering wheel than gray. That piece is very limited in color options. And I didn't want to do a Bricklink order just for a wheel and then end up spending $30 or $40 in other stuff that I know I really didn't need but might need in the future, kind of like what most of us do if we order on Bricklink. So I kind of just did what I had. Bottom of it, there's the bottom. So if you want to build this or use this as a guide, which might be the case for most people, if you want to try to mimic something like this, I make sure I do close-ups on a lot of my stuff, so if you get the idea and maybe you tinker with it. Now the other different feature, the biggest difference between this one and this one, is this one has steering. Well, it can steer. And how do I do that? Because there's a little bit of flimsiness to it because it's kind of fragile, but you use the 1x3 pin and just a jumper on top. You can see the plates to make this fit just on that hole. That way, the reality, when you look at, I'll show you a picture of what I've got at the very end of one of the tractors. It was actually in a parade that I used as a guide to kind of make this, to give me a kind of just some random engine block things and some of the steering mechanisms. So the wheels actually would stick out just a little bit farther, but I at least got them to stick out some in front of the bottom of the tractor. But when you do that, and if it'll stay on, and it will once it's set, but you can steer it. And that's why we are 3 plates back to where this piece, that's why it doesn't come all the way up to the front. I could do that and it'd look totally fine, but I wanted to be able to steer it. So when I put it on the ground, it would steer. And I know these tractors are made for really, really narrow steering, which is one of the few great features about them. Kind of really dangerous from a tip over standpoint, but especially going over unlevel ground. I remember family members when we were doing our hay fields and we having these, and we'd hit some low spots or watch people and you'd think, oh, it's tipping over, and probably if it weren't for the baler or something else, I don't even know, the hay rake or something else attached to the back, keeping it on the ground, it probably would have tipped over. But yeah, that's engineering going forward. Kind of a reason why they don't make three-wheelers anymore. It's that, I guess, dangerous thing. Four-wheelers are way safer, so let's just make those only. So yeah, but it's a great addition for me, for my Lego farm collection. I know I'm really big on the John Deere stuff because that's all you're seeing in this video. I have other farm tractors. I mean, I've got a Lamborghini tractor that I made. It's a white one. If you don't, I didn't honestly know Lamborghini made tractors. Got a couple Kubotas. Got a Ford blue tractor. And got a Bat tractor for Batman. So check out my farm videos if you haven't. There's a farm playlist. Maybe it'll give you something to look at, or maybe just let you go down a rabbit hole, because I think there's like 300 videos there if you haven't already seen them. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.